Did you know that the way that you set up your website and bank account can affect your ability to get credit and financing? In this training, we're going to talk about exactly what you need to do to set up your bank account the right way to make yourself more fundable. And we're also going to talk about the things that are wrong on your website right now that are preventing you from getting credit or financing. Look, it's surprising, but the majority of loan applications are not denied because you don't qualify. They're denied because you miss certain fundability points that lenders and credit issuers want to see, including how your website and your bank account are set up. And in this training, I'm going to teach you exactly how to set up your bank account to have the best chance of getting approved. I'm going to teach you exactly what lenders are looking for with your website so you can fix them to have the best chance of getting the most money at the best terms. And I'm going to sprinkle in some of my best tips and tactics along the way to help you improve your fundability, to help you get approved for the most money at the best terms when you apply for credit cards, loans, and credit lines. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to get you access to our business credit building guide, along with a lot more details on fundability and the step-by-step process to build business credit without a personal guarantee and credit check. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Nearly 90% of loan applications that are denied in this country are denied because you don't meet certain fundability requirements. Look, a lot of business owners think it's your credit, it's your income that's preventing you from getting approved, but that's not the case at all. The vast majority of denials happen because the lenders and credit issuers have a secret formula they call fundability that you either meet the criteria of or you don't. And if you don't meet the criteria in fundability, you either get denied or you get approved for less money than you should or pay higher interest rates than you should. You don't want that. We want you to get approved for the most money at the best terms and get approvals versus denials. And understanding this fundability formula is the key. So let's start off by talking about your website, how it should be structured, and why lenders and credit issuers are denying you right now because it's not structured the right way. So yes, your website itself can be getting you denied for credit and financing right now. So let's take a look at what lenders and credit issuers are really wanting to see on your website. First of all, you need to have a website. Not having a website does not make you look fundable. It does not make you look lendable. It makes you look like an unestablished business. And that's why a lot of these fundability checks are being done. Lenders and credit issuers are trying to determine if you're a legitimate, credible business or you're not. So everything you put on an application needs to reflect that you're a legitimate, credible business. Remember, you're the one that controls the perception that lenders and credit issuers have. You just need to make sure that everything you're putting on that application reflects that you're legitimate, that you're credible. And the more credible you come off as, the more likely you are to get approved. So you need to have a website created. You need to have the website on your own domain. You don't want to use a Wix type of domain or URL where you don't actually control the domain itself. As a matter of fact, your domain should be your company name. So our company is creditsuite.com. Our domain is creditsuite.com. That gives you the most credibility when it comes to having a domain that matches your actual company. The second thing is you want to make sure your email address also matches. So our email address is info@creditsuite.com. Our company is Credit Suite. Our website's creditsuite.com. Perfect example of what you want to do. You don't want to use Gmail type email addresses on application for credit or financing. You want to make sure that all that information is congruent. Your website should also reflect what your company does, even list the products and services that you offer. Anybody should be able to go to your website and clearly understand what your company does, the products and services you sell. It's even a plus if you have your price points on the website so lenders and credit issuers' computers can see this information. Keep in mind, it's not an individual. You don't have an individual reviewing every aspect of your application. What's happening is you've got computers that are, again, their algorithm is looking at all of these things. And as I mentioned, and often when I talk about this training, is there's a checklist that you must meet to actually get approved. And if it has a bunch of X's or red flags, that's typically going to get you denied. So what we want is we want the company name, we want a website, we want the email address to be all checks. And that happens if you have your own domain, you have a professional website built, it reflects the products and services you have, and that website has your up-to-date contact information. If you're putting your business name, your address, your phone number on an application for credit or financing, you need to make sure that the name, address, and phone number matches the website. We oftentimes change our address, change our phone number, forget to change the website. It's very important. One of the biggest reasons that loan applications get denied is because of potential fraud concerns. And one of the potential ways that you trigger fraud concerns is by actually having different information in the application than even what's on your website. So it needs to be congruent so the lender and credit issuer can clearly determine that you applying is the same company as they've actually found online. If you follow those tips, then you set your business business up where it's fundable when it comes to your email address and your website, and that goes a long way to helping you get approved for credit and financing. And your bank account is also very important to the fundability process because lenders and credit issuers are looking at certain things that have to do with your bank account, even scores you don't even know about you have that are related to your banking history to make all kinds of decisions about you. And again, they're using this information to determine if you should be approved or denied, how much money you should get, even the rates and terms you'll pay. So if you've ever been denied, if you're not getting as much money as you want or getting the right interest rates that you want to get, it's probably because of fundability factors like your website and your business bank account. So keep in mind that even if they're not asking you for banking information, lenders or creditors or issuers have this information several different ways. First of all, you have a credit score that determines how you manage your actual bank account. That's what the score reflects. It's called a Check Systems credit score, CHEX Systems, Check Systems. So Check Systems is a credit bureau that basically looks at your banking history and scores you. You have your own credit score on how you manage your bank accounts. So even though lenders or credit issuers might not ask you for bank statements, they're still accessing Check Systems to get that information about you. You also have what's called a bank rating. This is an internal credit score used by the banking system to determine if you should be approved or denied for actually financing. So it's a 4 and a 5 level scale: low 4, mid 4, high 4, low 5, mid 5, high 5 score. In order to even get approved for an SBA loan, you need to have a low 5 score or higher. Now, how can you get that? Well, you need to keep an average of about $10,000 in your bank account over the last 90 days. No, you don't need this to apply for a lot of financing, but if you're looking for SBA financing or loans or credit lines from big banks, you want to make sure you have that. You also need to manage your bank account responsibly. Have more money going in than going out. Don't have any or very few non-sufficient funds. Have a positive ending bank balance. Money at the end of the month in the bank account. Have a lot of regular transactions going to the bank account. Have multiple different types of accounts open with your bank. All those kind of things will help give you a good check system score and a good bank rating, which goes a long way to helping you get approved for credit and financing. And you want to make sure all the information on your bank statements and with your bank is the same as what's on the application for credit or financing, and the same as your website. Your business name, your address, your phone number, all that information's got to be congruent. It's one common things that lenders and credit issuers look for. And oftentimes they'll also ask you for a bank reference as well. So even if they're not asking for bank statements, they may talk to your bank reference or just want to know that you have a bank reference. That goes a long way to helping you get approved. Also keep in mind that how long you've had your bank account matters as well. Your check systems, your bank rating credit scores. When it comes to how lenders and credit issuers perceive your business, the longer your bank account open, the better. So make sure you follow those tips to help you become more fundable just because of how you're managing your bank account. And wow, you probably didn't know that your website and your bank account had so much impact on your ability to get credit and financing, but it does. And again, those are only a couple of over 120 fundability factors that lenders and credit issuers look for. So if you want to learn more about improving your fundability, including in building your business credit, grab our free guide at creditsuite.com/EIN. That's creditsuite.com/EIN. That guide has been downloaded over 1 million times, gives you a breakdown of several things you need to focus on to improve your fundability and a step-by-step guide to build business credit without a personal guarantee and credit check. And if you want to talk to us more about fundability, give us a call, because on a free consultation, we will actually do a fundability assessment to see what's wrong with fundability and what needs to be improved and fixed to give you the best chance of getting approved for credit financing. We will get your business credit reports for free for you with Dun & Bradstreet Equifax Experian. They cost $250 from the bureaus direct. We get them for you at no cost, review those with you, give you tips and tactics to improve your business credit, and we do a funding assessment. We tell you all the loans and credit lines you can qualify for right now. All of that happens on a free consultation. Get your consultation by giving us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487. Email us, info@creditsuite.com, or schedule your consult online, creditsuite.com/consult. That's creditsuite.com/consult. If you got value from this training, make sure you like and subscribe, and keep your eye out for our next training on more cool ways to get money to start and grow